Hi guys, it's Mary McIntyre here. Those of you that follow me online will know that I am obsessed with atmospheric optics like sundogs, ice halos, stuff like that. I'm always sharing pictures of those and trying to educate people, and actually it's been one of my most popular talks and one that I enjoy giving the most. I've seen a lot of different atmospheric optical effects, but there is one that has eluded me to this point, and that is the Gegenschein. You may not have heard of it because it's not something that is that easy to see from the UK. What it is basically backscattering of light from sunlight off interplanetary dust. So the space between like all the planets all the way out to the orbit of Jupiter is not just empty space. There's a lot of interplanetary dust there, and that is actually what causes zodiacal light. So it's a cone of light that you can currently see if you're somewhere dark when the moon isn't in the way in the west after sunset. The zodiacal light is a fairly faint cone of light, but it's brighter than some of the other effects with interplanetary dust. But the reason that's brighter is because the light is forward scattered off those dust grains. With the rest of the interplanetary dust disk, the light is just backscattered, so it's incredibly faint. So that other line of dust is really difficult to see from the UK. But there's a little spot around the antisolar point where anywhere where you have an effect around the antisolar point, even during the day, you have this brightening of the area around there, and it's caused by the opposition surge or the opposition effect. And it's where a number of different factors are kind of responsible for this, but you kind of get light backscattering around the antisolar point. So that is why on a frosty morning, the head of your shadow, you might see this kind of brightening. Equally, on a sunny day, if you're on a tarmac road, you may notice a brightening around the head of your shadow there as well. All of these things are connected to this opposition surge around the antisolar point. The Gegenschein is one of those things. So basically it's the interplanetary dust that's very, very faint, backscattering, but because we're looking at the point that is directly opposite from where the sun is, you get this very slight brightening, and it's this sort of oval bright patch that, well, it's not very bright, but it's brighter than the rest of the interplanetary dust. For the last probably 3 months, whenever we've had a clear night with no moon, I have been out basically looking on Stellarium to find exactly where the antisolar point is, going out as close to midnight as possible because that's when the antisolar point is going to be at its highest, and just taking a lot of photographs of that patch of sky and stacking them to see if I could maybe pick up this faint smudge around the antisolar point. Couple of nights ago I went out and did that. The antisolar point is just below the brighter stars of Leo, and I took 15 shots. A couple of them I excluded, so I've stacked 14 20-second shots, and this is the result that I got. Now the bottom of this picture has a lot of light pollution. That's because there's a street light outside our house and the lights were on in the house at the time. But if you look higher up, kind of in the middle of this picture, there is a brightening, just like a circular patch of brighter sky around where the antisolar point is. I'll mark the antisolar point on the thing for you now so that you can see where it is. I don't know whether this is the Gegenschein. I can't think of any other reason why there would be a brighter patch specifically where the antisolar point is on my image. It could be an artifact of my processing. So there's a lot of artifacts in the bottom of this picture because of all of the light pollution. But I think I may have got it. A few people online saying that they could see where that patch was before they even looked at my labelled diagram of where the antisolar point is. So maybe I got it. Who knows? If you've seen the zodiacal light recently, let me know in the comments below. If you've ever seen the Gegenschein anytime, if you've been away on holiday somewhere dark, also let me know in the comments below. I will keep looking and trying again and see if I can get a kind of better picture of this. But for now, maybe I caught it, maybe I didn't. From the UK, from Bortle 4 Skies, this is not an easy thing to capture. So if you do go out and look for zodiacal light, you'll see that huge cone of light going upwards. The Gegenschein will be at where the top point of the zodiacal light is. So I want to go somewhere dark now, see if I can get the zodiacal light, because that will point me straight at where the Gegenschein would be. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to know more about the Gegenschein and the opposition surge, I did an interview for the How Stuff Works website, and they have published an article all about it and how you can try to find it for yourself. The lead image on that article has got an incorrect label. The Gegenschein is just the bright kind of oval spot, but the image that they've labelled states that the kind of faint band across the sky is the Gegenschein, and it isn't. That's just the interplanetary dust disk. Apart from that, the rest of the article is really interesting and useful, so I'll have that linked in the description box below. And if you and your astronomy society might be interested in learning more about atmospheric optics, don't forget you can book me to give a talk on that very subject, either on Zoom or in person if it's kind of within a reasonable travelling distance of North Oxford. See you in my next video.